My friends, we are in for a treat today because blah blah. Sorry if that was too loud. We're going to install the DNA upgrade kit, and this was sent to me by TF Safari. And once we're done, dude, he's going to look like this. Oh my goodness. Look at the majesty on this guy. It's so sick. It is so sick. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to the installation. And by the way, kudos to TF Safari for hooking me up with the pre-order gift as well, the blue sword and the purple sword. And this is separate from the one that he comes packaged with. So very thankful for that. Okay, and so here is the kit in all of its glory. And if you didn't know, it actually upgrades the alt mode as well. Very neat. Okay, so let's start with the shoulders, and dude, the fit is so precise, mad buttery, and dude, the colors are almost perfect. I think the grays are perfect, and perhaps the gold as well. The blue, it's a little bit darker here, but again, it just looks like it is native to the set, as if Hasbro themselves had created this. And so this, it's just going to slip on, and it will be a little tight, and so what you got to do is just slightly squeeze this, and then it will just slip on like that. Wow. What a difference a day makes. Look at that. Look at the shoulder bits. Look at the shoulder bits compared. So different, dude. He looks mad majestic like this. And so once again, we just slip, push on, and it is on like Donkey Kong Spawn while playing Tron and ping pong while eating Grey Poupon. Wow. I'm so hype. I don't know if you can't tell. Like, dude, I'm so hype. He looks mad sick, dude. But let's keep moving forward. Okay, next we're going to install the forearms. And you know, back in the day, they didn't have as many ports on the figures. And so now, dude, now everybody could just kind of go at it. Homebrewers, official folks like DNA, just like anyone, dude. If you got like a 3D printer at home and you're versed in CAD and you can do design, dude, it's an open playing field. And that looks really nice. Again, the grays look really great together, and the grays look really great. And the gold too really just pops, and it just looks like it is natively a part of the kit. Okay, next we're going to enhance the legs. And actually, this is the part where they got some criticism for. Not this part. This part is really cool, I think, because they utilize these extraneous hinges left over from either Cyclonus or Metal Hog. I don't know if Cyclonus uses it. Maybe he does. But yeah, they made it so that it operates off of that, which I think is really cool. And you slip that on, and that little cavity is going to sit over that, that little square piece. And again, that just looks nice. Just almost so like picture perfect, color pairing, just spot on, just absolutely beautiful. So this is the part that people have kind of cried foul about because they said gluing is required, and I don't think that's the case. They tell you to, you know, that little piece right here, that little part that I'm pointing out with my thumb, in the instructions, they even say glue it here, but you don't have to. Granted, I'm sure it'll tighten the fit, but what you do is you get these parts and you just slip it on, dude. Bruh, dude, that ain't falling off at all. It's not. And so I don't know why all these people were like, you know, complaining and stuff. Yeah, it does hinge forward like that, but it almost operates as if this is on a hinge. As you saw what I was doing, dude, like, all right, it fell off there. But that's because I was like vigorously shaking it. If you're just having it displayed and you're just chilling with it and not trying to intentionally dislodge it like I just did, dude, it's not going to fall off. It just isn't. And so I don't know, man. I think it was all just a bunch of fluff about nothing. And so I'm completely fine with that, dude. And but yeah, if you like to complain, fine, you can complain. That's your thing. And then again, once you do that, and if you find that it's a little bit difficult, just kind of like pull this a little forward. There you go. And you can do that. Once again, just get this, and it'll basically wedge in underneath the bottom here. Dude, it just stays fine, man. Like it's fine. It's fine. But that was the complaint that I saw people online. And in the kit, I guess to the folks that are complaining, to their defense, in the kit, it does say glue it, but it's just to make it like super permanent, but you don't have to. But let's move on to the feet. Okay. The feet are cool. Dude, I was going to say, I feel like we as a human race, I mean, me included, dude, it's like we complain a lot because we've had things easy, you know what I mean? And it's like, if it really bothers you that much, just don't buy it then. But yeah, man, but we were allowed to complain. You know, I'm just having a little bit of fun, dude. And so, yeah, you got to do that. I don't know if I just explained that or not, but the foot comes like this, right? And you do need to remove the toe because it is at a slant. And so don't try to force it in without removing this bit first. And then you pop that off. Then you plug that into the sole of the foot. And after you're done, then you could pop this in. It's nice, man. Look at that. Give him that extra height. Look how regal he looks, dude. That's so sick. Mad sick. Got the beefy, burly legs, the shins, the side of the legs, the shoulders, the forearms. Dude, my man is not playing, dude. I'm so hyper right now. God, like I want to scream or bite something, dude. I'm so hyper. It's so good. I love a good toy. I just love toys, man. Anyway, the next part is going to be a bit tricky because the fit is uber duper goober goober tight. And that is getting the new wings to sit inside here. Popping these off is relatively easy. That's not bad. But getting the new ones in, oof. I've done it once. It was a tad tricky, Ricky. And so we'll see what we can do, okay? All right, here we go. I know you guys are going to laugh at the way I'm going to describe this, but you need to grab the tip and coax it into the hole. I know. It sounds like a double entendre, but dude, I promise I'm not doing that intentionally because it's a rough fit. It's going to be a bit stubborn. And so, and of course, you don't want to, damage the plastic here as well. And so start by just kind of getting in on one side. All right, maybe I can do it like that. It's also harder to do on camera. There we go. I did loosen it up, having done it once. But there we go. You can have this sit like that. And look at that, Matt. Wow. And that's a fact, dude. He is on track. All right, I'll stop rhyming. He looks so dope. The wings look like mad majestic, dude. And you can kind of open it up if you want to make it look more like a cape. And so you could do that if you want. That's kind of crazy, dude. It reminds me of some type of like Gundam, dude. One of those ones where they have like the cape that engulfs the body. But yeah, man, that's Vector Prime. Oh, can't forget. You know what? Let's close this up. Can't forget the sword. So this is the standard sword that he comes with. And he comes with a little, what is it? Holding thing. Scabbard hilt. And you just plug that in there. And you plug that in there, share. Nice, huh? Nice. Let me clean him up. Let me pose him and so he looks super dope. 1 second. And here he is. I gave him the trio of swords, the red and blue Jolly Rancher, along with the silver one in the back. And seriously, this is like night and day. Like, you guys know what Vector Prime looks like, right? Like, seriously, it's so night and day. My man looks like a football player, dude. I love this. I absolutely love this kit. And it's so easy to install. I think it's one of their best. I mean, again, I will say, fine. There is some critique to be said about this part, kind of like hanging down like that if you kind of throttle it too vigorously. But dude, overall, man, I don't know, dude. It just makes me look at this guy completely different, dude. It's like, it's the best makeup kit ever, dude. Best makeup kit ever. Like before, this guy perhaps wasn't turning heads, but now I'm like, yo, look at that guy, dude. Look at that guy. He's so dope. He's so dope. I wish my focus would work a little bit better. I gotta calm down right now. I'm not usually hyper like this, but I feel like it's Christmas morning. I honestly do. And I'm just channeling that same hyper energy that I had when I did the dress rehearsal. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I can't wait to show the squad. And here we are, dude. He's gorgeous. He's absolutely gorgeous. All right, that popped off. I do wish natively Vector Prime's joints were a little bit tighter because that's what kind of ruins it. It makes them like a bit loose. Because my version, yeah, the legs and stuff, they're all loosey-goosey, but that can be tightened up with some floor polish or like Kiki. Like this stuff is just a little too loose on my copy. Maybe yours is like that as well, or maybe not. Maybe you got a better copy than mine, but I don't know, man. I think this really takes them to the next level. I love this blue kind of like membraney looking wing design over here. The dark, rich burgundies. It contrasts that Smurf blue really beautifully. I love how the off-white grays match the what is it? The default tone. Same thing with the golds, the accents, the reds, the blah. So good. Anyway, I've yapped about him long enough. Let's get him into the alt mode. All right, I've calmed down a little bit actually. I took a quick walk so I could just kind of like drain some of the energy. And here we have him in his alt mode. And I was going to say, dude, I don't know if your guys' copy is like this, but mine, This doesn't really tap into this that well. I've watched like other folks' video. I watched Toy Guys, and his looks like his is pretty tight. M goes as well. PvP's looks like it's a little bit like mine, but yeah, mine's always been kind of like that. It has this little bit in the front that you can, wait, goes the other way. You just kind of plug that in there, and that will seal up the little like, what is it, screw hole. And I think that's pretty cool. And also, as you can see, the shins are still here. The forearms are still here. The side of the calves are still here, and this kind of like popped out. But what you will notice is that, feet have been removed, and also the shoulders have been removed as well. And so, see this little tab that protrudes out? This part, when it comes down, that little empty cavity there will sit there. But for some reason, there's like a little bit of like tension that makes it kind of like pop out, as you can see. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I don't know, man. It sits in there just fine for the most part. But then, yeah, it just likes to spring out every now and then. But to be completely honest, dude, I'm not going to keep him in his alt mode. So it doesn't really bother me too much. But from here, we're going to install the feet. And we're just going to grab those. And we're just going to pop that in there. And I think it's cool that the toes become little blasters. That's nice. That's nice. And yeah, just a lot of things really well thought out, you know? I mean, I really like their animated Prime and Menasor upgrade kit. I thought it was really well done and well incorporated in both bot and alt mode, and this is no different. But if only these could stick on there a little bit better. But yeah. And so now we have these bits. And all we need to do is just kind of like plug these in to that section over here. Like that. And maybe it will help way down this thing a little bit more. But my chief complaint is the nose, and that has nothing to do with the upgrade kit. But yeah, and so it kind of makes it look like, I don't know, in my mind I pretend that it's an extension of these. You know how like thrusters, sometimes they'll have the casings that will sit around it. And so I say it's kind of that, but yeah, it's just kind of there. And again, there we go. There we go. And I think that's, dude, it was sitting way better earlier. I don't know what I did, but, I don't know, man. It's probably something with the leg over here. I'll have to figure it out in post. But that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. Oh, and if you wanted, where is that? I was going to show you how to install the sword, but I don't know where I put the sword. Like this bit over here, that will sit right there. It's like, bro, where'd that? Oh, there it goes. And then you can get this and have that stored back there if you want. But again, it doesn't really stay there convincingly. But either way, it is a feature if you want it. Not one for me, though. This is bugging me too much, though. I will need to resolve this in post. But yeah, it's meant to sit flush over there. And then you got your new upgraded kind of satellite-looking wings. Looks nice, man. Undercarriage, yes, this does protrude a little bit more than it normally should. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Sides look cool. Love the little toe blasters. I like those. Integrate well. You know, those pesky shin bits that we were talking about earlier. And here he is, Vector Prime in his alt mode. I do think that the bot mode is better than the alt mode, and still it doesn't fix some of the native looseness that comes with Vector Prime. But overall, man, if you got a little bit of change and you want to give him a little bit of a makeup and makeover, highly recommend this kit. It just really enhances the bot mode so much, dude. Yeah, highly recommended from me. And if you pick yours up, get yours at TF Safari and utilize the codes over there, okay? I will talk to y'all soon, my friends. Thank you so much for putting up with my hyperness. I'm going to even put a disclaimer at the front of the video just because I'm blah. I need to go bite something. All right, bye.